Hey, what's going on, guys? How you guys doing? It is Perkins Talk. So you here for another Let's Talk. Come on, I hope we gonna get this talking started. Yes, people, it is Saturday. We're gonna just chill out, talk. We're gonna sit up on our couches. Okay, I'm not on my couch because I'm outside, obviously, and there's no couch out here. Listen, I want to show y'all these shirts. This is like a light pink, like that. One's like a Zale pink, and one's like a different type of pink. Just put that down there. Here's another one. Oh, that was a gold phase. This is one with the black. I like the black face too. Oh, maybe I should see what I'm doing. See, I like the black face. So sit down. I like the black face. It looks nice. And I like this color pink too. That looks really nice too. Um, let's see. Got another black one. This was. I think that was the original design that we did because it has the blood on it and stuff. Um, what is that? That's so loud. Anyway, so yeah, this was the original one that we did. I really like this one too, just because it has the blood coming out and stuff like that. A lot of people wanted it without, well, quite a few people wanted it without the blood and stuff, and that's quite all right. That is quite all right. I like it like that too. What we got here? Oh, this is the gold one. It's the gold. I like that. I like that. Blood still coming out. X's 1414. That was nice. This is the black one, black and gold, with the blood coming out. I tell you, I love that just because it's original. This is why I did it just because it's original. Um, it's really beautiful. So that's that, and then this one I'm sending out to someone, and they're gonna get that hopefully this coming week. I heard something squeak. I don't know what that was. Of course, this is without the blood. It's without the blood and stuff like that, but nice and gold, black. About to send this out today. Actually, going to get it out. Actually, yeah, send it out this week. Yeah. Listen, let me talk to y'all. One of the biggest things for me when it came to like dating, I'm not dating, eating, eating, dating, eating. They're kind of sound the same. One of the things that I've started to realize, when it came to eating healthy and stuff, is that you just really gotta let go a lot of stuff. You just gotta let go a lot, and 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 for me, I've always tried diets. Diets never worked for me. Never ever have they ever worked for me. I've never been disciplined enough just to actually be on a diet and stick to it. I never had the self discipline. I'll admit it. I never had the self discipline for that. I mean, it works for people. It definitely works for people, but it just doesn't work for me. So once I found out, well, once I've started on the health thing, um, I had to start letting things go that I really liked. And so now I'm what I call healthy conscious, right? I'm eating consciously, right? And consciously, is that the word? I think that's the word. But anyway, so basically, it's not really being on a diet, but it's really knowing what you can eat and what you cannot eat. So a lot of times I stay away from rice. I stay away from breads, and I've noticed that whenever I eat rice or whenever I eat breads, um, my body will start to feel a certain way. Not that I won't feel sluggish or anything like that, but my body, I don't know, your body reacts to stuff differently. And of course, I'm not gluten free. I'm not a gluten. I don't think I have a allergy to gluten. I really don't think so. But once again, your body reacts to certain things differently. And for me, that's perfectly fine. It's perfectly fine that I could manage to just stay away from just certain things, you know. So I mean, every once in a while though, um, I would eat whenever I eat with rice. I would start to feel that feeling come back, and I'm like, oh yeah, no, we're going to stay away from this. We're going to stay away from that, you know. Or whenever I eat like too much bread, too much whatever, and then that's when I would like, oh, okay, gotcha. That's the problem, you know. But like I said, your body tells you. Your body sends signs. Your body is just it's like a lighthouse, you know. Like it realizes what's going on. It realizes the problem. It realizes the issue, you know. Um, and so, ooh, but what I started to do that really started to help me out is that I would go to a grocery store and like let's say if I want sweets, right? So let's say I want sweets, I want this type of sweet. I'll just go in the sweet aisle and I'll just start sniffing. I'll sniff and I'll just smell all the sweetness and it would just cure it. It would just take it away. And if I want bread, I would normally go to a bread aisle, and just take like the loaf of bread and just just sniff, you know, and that will usually help. That usually helps it. Or Jimmy John's, because they have a little phrase on their window that says free smells. So I would go into there and they're like, "Hey, what do you want?" I was like, "Oh, not right now. I'm thinking." And I'll let somebody else go ahead in front of me and let them order. And so all of a sudden, I'm just smelling bread. I'm smelling the deli meats. I'm smelling everything, and it's beautiful. You know, I love that you can actually go have free smells and stuff like that. Every once in a while, I'll go into a burger joint and I would just start to smell, you know, their burgers and everything that's just going on. And I'm like, wow, this is what healthy conscious is all about, you know. Um, yeah, and like, and then there's times I'll go like to Sam's Club or like Costco, and just go into their bakery aisle because they bakery aisle is all the hooks. So and I would just stand there and just take a deep breath and just smell the aroma, smell the fragrance of the muffins being made, smell the fragrance of the cakes being made, and I'm like, hmm, oh, that's buttercream. Yep, buttercream. You know, now I'll lick my fingers, you know, as if like I have cake on my fingers, you know, and I'm like, wow, yeah, that's definitely buttercream. I taste it, you know. Um, and I mean that's really all about like just healthy conscious eating, you know. I'm conscious of what I eat, you know. If I want pasta, I'll take a Brillo pasta box. I'll take the Brillo pasta box and just like put my nose right to the top and just sniff, just smell it. And once I just get that whole pasta smell into my nostrils, into my brain, I'm like, wow, this is what it smelled like. This is what it is, you know. And it's amazing, man. It really is. It's just like carbs. Wow. Okay. Okay. It's beautiful. Like the other day, I went to Krispy Kreme, and the lady was like, "Hi, how you doing? Welcome." And I was like, "Hey, how are you?" And so she was like, "Oh, order when you're ready." I'm like, "All right, great." You know. And so I just saw all the donuts just rolling off, and as they're just putting in boxes and stuff, or as they put it on the trays, I was just sniffing. I was like, mm. Cause you know it's just once that just gets into your nostrils and stuff like that, and then you just start to smell it, and you're just like, wow, this smells so good. You know, it's just heavenly. You know, it's a definitely a beautiful feeling. It's a beautiful everything. You know, that you could just sit there and just smell, and it's like wow. One of the difficult ones though is the soda aisle because like you can't really smell. the bottle. I mean, you can smell the bottle, but there's no fragrance that will come out of it. Like, let's say if I take the Dr Pepper bottle and smell it, doesn't really smell like anything, you know. Um, so naturally, I would have to actually buy a soda, open it up, and just sniff it while I'm driving, or sniff it while I'm just walking somewhere or doing something, or at work. You know, then I'll just close it. Um, whenever I get thirsty, I'll just take some water. I'll open up the Dr Pepper, and I will smell the Dr Pepper while I'm drinking water, and that usually helps a lot too. Um, See, it's all about It's all about consciously doing this stuff, you know. Um, like sometimes if I want like a little Debbie cake, whatever, I can't smell the package because it really doesn't smell like nothing. So what I'll do is that I will open it up. I will smell it while I'm eating like a piece of carrot or a celery stick, you know. And that usually helps as well. So I would smell the fudge round, and then while I'm eating the celery, I'll just like, mm, wow, this is good. This is good, you know. But healthy conscious eating, man, that's what we all about. You know, it's being conscious of what we put in our bodies, being conscious of what we consume. You know, so I'll definitely tell you to try it out. You know, if you know that diets don't work for you, as I've realized diets don't work for me, try it out. You know, you never know how your body will respond to stuff like that. You know, um, uh, yeah. Man, let's talk. Let's get into our next topic. Next topic, man. Um, oh, oopsie. Let's get our next topic. We're gonna talk about next. We're gonna talk about gun safety next. Gun safety. Pew 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 pew. Um, I am. I won't. Okay, first of all, the people in Tennessee. I think it's Tennessee. Um, for the kids that died, the kids, the teachers, whoever died. May God be with the families. You know, may they rest in peace and stuff. Um, but I mean, I'm not against guns. I wasn't raised around guns. I was raised in New York City. I mean, we had gunshots. I mean, we had gun bullets, bullets, bullets. We had bullets like just like come through our apartment. You know, so that was kind of crazy. But it wasn't. I never really liked it. I don't know, and even when I would hear a gunshot, um, in Brooklyn, sometimes I would like get like not scared, because I'm a man, so I don't really get scared like that of guns and stuff. But it was just like it's kind of like a, oh, okay. You know, it's like your body freezes up, and because you just don't know where the bullet's at, you don't know what's happening in the moment. And I'm telling you, when like back in New York City, back in Brooklyn, back in Coney Island, I could get my Coney Island people to verify this, man. When I was growing up. Dude, I tell you, at nighttime, you would just hear gunshots just pop off 3 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning, and it's like, oh, well, we hitting the ground. That's what mom always told us. You know, it's like whenever you hear bullets, either you get on the floor or you get behind a wall or something like that. Because our walls were they were steel, I guess you could kind of say. Um, yeah, they were steel. It weren't like plywood. It wasn't like plywood. Our walls were thick, like thick. like you bang your head against the wall, you're going to bleed. You bang your head against the wall, it's going to break. Seriously, y'all. Um, but and then even I guess just growing up, just growing up and always hearing that. So one time I was just outside waiting for a bus in New York City. One time I was just out waiting for a bus, and all of a sudden you hear gunshots, and I'm like, Well, I can't go nowhere. It's like I can't go nowhere. And then like one lady, she was like pacing back and forth, like, "Oh my God, what are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? Oh, no." I said, "Lady, you just stand still. You just stand still because you don't know where it's coming from. So you hear so you can hear a gunshot, you hear the echo, and you're just like, okay, is it over there? Is it over there? It's over there. Is it over there? Like where is it coming from? You really don't know. And then of course, you just see the cops rolling down and stuff. And I'm like, listen, I'm just here waiting for a bus. I don't know what's happening. Man, one time, we was actually getting out groceries. It was me and my mom. Oh yeah, that was it. Me and my mom, we were getting the groceries, and we are just getting out the car and stuff. And all of a sudden, we just hear gunshots pop off. And here am I. I'm just outside the car. Everybody's running. So they're running from like one area to like actually they're actually running like past us, right? So we're parked on the street. We're parked here on the street, and they're just like jetting, running, running, running. And so I'm outside the car or whatever, with the grocery bags. And mom's like, "Boy, what is wrong with you? Get inside the car now, boy." I'm like, "What?" She goes, "You don't hear that? You don't hear the gunshots? You don't see people running? Get in the car, boy." I'm like, "Okay, mom, okay, calm down." Um, yeah, it's just crazy. But but bringing it back to gun safety, I really think that something has to be done. I think something has to be done, and I think that the mayor was it the mayor? It was either the mayor or the governor. His response was so cold because you can't tell people. I mean, lie to us, lie to the people. Where that shooting happened. Lie to them and tell them like, listen, yeah, we're going to do all we can to keep our kids safe. We're going to do all we can to keep the people safe. We're going to do all we can to keep the community safe. Don't just say, well, we're not going to do nothing. There's nothing. There's nothing to be done. What? Listen, at least when President Trump was in office, he lied and it sounded great. Okay, when Bush was in office, he lied. It sounded great. When Clinton was in office and said he didn't have sex with Monica Lewinsky, guess what? He lied and it sounded great. We kind of believed him, okay? We didn't really believe him. We kind of believed that he didn't have. Okay, anyway, let me not talk about that. But but it's like lie. At least lie to the people and say, listen, we're going to do all we can to find out a good solution to this gun problem. We're going to find a good solution, people. Don't just say, well, we're not going to do nothing. There's nothing to be done. What? There's always something to be done. There is always something to be done when it comes to gun laws, when it comes to gun safety. There's always something to be done. Personally, now this is my personal opinion. I should have stated this at the beginning of the video. But this is my personal opinion. This is not something whatever, but this is my personal opinion. Like I said, number one, I'm not against guns. I'm not. If you need to protect your family and a gun is one of the ways, go ahead and get it. Go ahead and get it. There are bad people in the world. There are bad people in the world. So I'm not against gun safety. I'm not against you having a gun. I think that there are other ways protecting somebody, but if the guy breaking into your house has a gun, guess what? A knife ain't gonna work because the moment you pull out that knife, bam, bam, you dead. Um. So of course, if someone breaks in your house with a gun, that's one of the ways to survive. That's one of the ways to keep your family alive. That's one of the ways to keep you alive. So like I said, number one, I'm not against guns. Number two, I think guns are a very powerful tool. That's why it's always you gotta think before you pull that trigger. Because you pull the trigger, you might be either on the good side or you might be either on the bad side going to jail. So think before you pull the trigger. But what I do think that should be happening, I think that psychological evaluations should be happening with people. I think that every 6 months, there should be an evaluation with people to get these guns. I truly believe that. I believe that because, and that even goes for police officers too. That goes for any. It goes for anybody carrying a gun. Should go at least every 6 months for an evaluation, and it shouldn't be done by the same person. It should be done by somebody else. So you have evaluation by Tom. Next 6 months, you're gonna have evaluation by Susie. Next 6 months, have evaluation by Olivia. Next 6 months, have evaluation by Oliver. Next 6 months, have evaluation by whoever. But I think that every 6 months there should be some type of psychological evaluation for you even having the gun. Now I know Texas is like Texas is a whole different ball game, y'all. It's a whole different ball game. But still, at the end of the day, I think that there should be laws and mandates that will help and keep us safe. So yes, an evaluation every 6 months. Yes, that should be done. That should be done. Assault rifles. You shouldn't have assault rifle unless you're ex-military. But even that's a little slippery slope because they got trauma. They got trauma going on in their lives. So I don't know if you want them to hold an assault rifle. And I'm talking about like an AK-47, AK-57, AK-27, AK whatever, AR-15, MC-17. Now I'm just naming names. I'm just naming names over here. But seriously, I don't really think that a regular citizen should have these type of weapons. Why? Why is someone who's in their 20s? How old was this person? I think they're in their 20s. Why are they carrying an assault rifle? And that number two, how did they get that far? How did they get that far? I think that's the other question that we should evaluate. How did they get that far? Now, here's what I think should happen. So in New York, right? Because I haven't heard any gun shootings in New York. But what they should do what New York does. But I don't think the school safeties are armed, which they should be by now. But anyway, so I think that every school, everywhere, should have a couple of armed guards that are trained professionals. I ain't talking about police officers because sometimes they ain't trained professionals. They just trained. They ain't professionals. It's like we just training over here. That's just what we do. But seriously, I think that there should be trained professionals that are legally enough to carry a gun. You know, legally enough. That wasn't the right word. But once again, I do think that there should be trained professionals that should be in schools, not just one person, but more than like one person. Maybe like one person on each floor, depending on how big the school is and stuff like that. But there should be something like that. There should be an armed guard at schools, and even on the outside of schools, there should be a guard there because if kids are the most important safety thing, why are we protecting them? Answer that. If kids are the most important thing, why are we not protecting them? Why do we not have their best interest in mind? Can anyone answer that? Why are innocent kids dying at the hands of someone who just wants revenge? Why? We need to protect our kids at all costs. So yes, putting an armed guard in schools is necessary. That's necessary. Putting someone who can handle these types of situations is necessary. It may not be a police officer. It may be a regular civilian. Do it. It could be your ex-military folks who don't have PTSD. Put them there. Hire them. I know a lot of military vets who are just out of work. That's what you could do. Put them to work. Tell them, oh, you know what? We got a job for you to do. Here's a 9 millimeter. Go sit out of school somewhere. Go chill out at school. Yep. Yep. If kids are the most important assets, if kids are the most important thing, why are we not protecting them as we should? Just think about that. So, gun laws, gun safety laws, there's stuff to do. There's stuff to do. There's ways to handle it, but telling someone we're not going to do anything, God help you, because that is not the solution. That's not the answer. That is not the answer. It's not. And even for a regular citizen, who wants to hear that? Oh, well, there's nothing we can do. So, you either get your own gun or you just die. Those are your two options, really? Those are my only two options? Oh, man. Wow. But, like I said, there's always something we can do, man. There's always, always, always something to do when it comes to gun laws, gun safety laws. Protect your community. Protect your people. Protect the kids. Protect the kids. Marty Marr, love the kids. I'm sorry, that just popped in my mind. But like I said, there's always something we could do as individuals, as people. You know, you just got to figure it out. And I think that's where your community should come into play. Your community should get together and start to figure this out. Start to figure out what you can do to protect your community, to protect the kids, to protect everybody. You dig what I'm saying, man? Hey, listen, y'all, it's Perkins Talks. You already know what it is. You already know what we do. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for talking to me. Thank you for being with me. T-shirts available. Website is available. PerkinsCloset.com. Go on there. Purchase a sweatshirt. Purchase a T-shirt. We got other items that are coming through. We got other items that are coming down the pipeline, people. They're coming down the pipeline. So get ready for that. Get ready for all the other items that we have. Everything else that we have is going to be great. It's going to be fun. It's going to be nice. I got 2 products that are popping up as well. So definitely let me know, so y'all know all items are made to order. So it may be a little weight on some items, but what I got on hand is what I just showed y'all. I got the pinks, I got the whites, I got the blacks, I got red shirts. The red shirt, like this one right here. Oh, we got all of that available. So just let us know what you want. Let us know what you need, and we definitely got you. Like I said, all items are made to order. So once you put in the order, I'll see what I have on hand. If I don't have it on hand, I'll put in the order for you. I got you. Perkins got you, all right? Don't worry about that. You're going to get your shirt. You're going to get your shirt. You're going to get your sweatshirt. Yes, you're going to be looking good. You're going to look fly for the summer, for the ladies, for the fellas. You know what I'm saying? Y'all dig? It's Perkins Talks. I'll see y'all next time. Be blessed, y'all.